Hi folks, Vipin here, and I wanted to tell you about the long-term effects of subsidies. But before we look at what these long-term effects are, let's understand what subsidies are in the first place. Now, subsidies are sort of a discount which the government would give you. Now, they usually do this for essential services. Now, this could be for fuel, it could be for fertilizer, or it could even be for food. The most recent one would be for food. The food security bill, which has been introduced, is a type of subsidy that is given to people who are in the backward economic classes, that is, they're unable to afford the basic requirements. Now, what happens in a subsidy? Let's say, for example, the cost of manufacturing something, let's say a bag of fertilizer costs 1,000 rupees. A farmer may not be able to afford this, and what the government does is you don't have to pay the full 1,000 rupees. The government will pay, say, 700 rupees, and you pay the balance 300 rupees. Now, remember, the 700 rupees which the government is paying from their pocket is actually something that is coming from taxpayers' money, from the sale of different government services, and so on. The government is taking care of a part of the cost, and the person who's buying that product or service will have to pay a smaller price compared to the entire value which they're actually supposed to pay. Now, what happens in the long run? Take, for example, the first point there that I mentioned, it's an increased burden for the government. It's not like the prices of these goods and services are going to be constant for the remainder of our lifetimes. Every year you see the prices go up and the government has to pay more and more in order to make these goods and services available for us. So there, the government has to spend more. The other point there is it reduces competitiveness. Now, a lot of people might argue saying that no, you have to help these people because they cannot afford it. But that's not how life works. You are supposed to learn to deal with problems. You're supposed to learn to solve problems. You cannot have someone continuously coming here and helping you and telling you, look, you are unable to do this, so let me help you out. And again, you are unable to do this, let me help you out. You should find a solution to, say, being able to afford these goods and services by spending less on something else and thereby being able to afford this. You should be able to find a better way to manufacture. You should be able to find a better agricultural output technique. All this is supposed to be done. And only then can you see that your intellectual output increases, the market becomes more competitive, and more competitive means you have better quality outputs. The third one there is a lack of development in other sectors. Now, let's say, for example, if the government of India were to reduce the amount of money we spend on subsidizing LPG, diesel, petrol, and all these different fuels, we could, in fact, spend the rest of the money for, say, infrastructure development, reducing the cost of healthcare, which is something that is seeing a rising increase in government in the entire country. This is where you're able to see that other sectors are being compromised just because some sectors are unable to improve themselves. So this could be, in fact, the long-term impact of providing subsidies in a particular country. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please hit the subscribe button and also visit my website. I've given the link in the description below. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Bye.